Welcome to the world of Sahi Pro, a no-code test automation platform that empowers business testers to automate. Sahi Pro is your single point solution for all technologies, be it cross-browser web applications, mobile apps, desktop applications, SAP apps, Java applets, or web services. You can automate them all. Now, think about the most frequent concerns and the most prominent pain points you have when creating an automation script. Let us take you through a journey of automating your web application, showcasing the ease, and addressing all those pain points with Sahi Pro. We begin by creating a flowchart that aligns with the business flow of the test we want to perform. Let us say we want to test a user registering for an account on your website. So the typical flow would be visit the registration page, enter the user details, and register. This is where the test would have to verify that the user was registered successfully. This can be created as a flowchart in just a few clicks by adding action and verification nodes to the canvas. The creation of these flowcharts can be done much earlier at the requirement and design phase itself, helping you envision the business flow. These flowcharts help define tests in advance that can be implemented later once the interface is ready. So here you go with the first major pain point, that is shifting left of testing, done. Now comes the time for implementation. You can automate these tests easily by simply performing the actions on the website. So you see your actions being recorded in Sahi Pro. Now I know what you're going to say about the record and playback, but wait, this is not your typical flaky recording that will fail in the very next run. Each object you touch is identified with Sahi Pro's robust object identification logic without any XPath brittleness or complexity. It can identify the most tricky elements. You also have the ability to change these and use relative identifiers using anchor elements. On top of that, another most frequent reason your scripts fail on rerun is wait times. Element not found exception. Haven't we all seen it? And that has us having to add wait statements everywhere, right? Well, Sahi Pro has implicit waits that are automatically used to wait as required. So there you go. Pain point number two of flaky scripts solved. When we automate at scale, we typically need to separate out our identifiers, which we sometimes do using accessor repositories or writing them out in separate class files or Excel lists. Here, we can easily extract attributes to neatly store our identifiers in the form of entity or screen, ensuring that your tests are organized and easily accessible for future use. So, our pain point number three, organization and maintainability of tests, sorted. The next thing we would have to do ideally with our tests is to set it up for reruns. We will need to set it up with recurring and unique data. Here, we use data generators that can help you set up things like having unique first and last names, generating random phone numbers, and entering unique email addresses for registering a user every time by appending a timestamp to your test email ID. Basically, you do not need to write code randomizing your data inputs or import huge data files. So pain point number four, data generation, is solved. The next main thing we do is add validations to our scripts. As testers, I'm sure we all know about positive and negative validations. You can implement positive validations to test out your boundary values. For example, here we are checking for the minimum and maximum number of characters allowed in the first name field. You can use negative validations to verify that the application rejects incorrect inputs, complete with the expected error messages. You can even have ready-made suggestions right here that are specific to each type of fields. Pain point number five, validations sorted. Now, all that is left for us to do is run the script. Sahi Pro also provides parallel and distributed playback, and these scripts integrate easily into your CI/CD pipelines. Pain point number six, setting up of execution, is the least of our worries. One of our main deliverables are our reports. With Sahi Pro, you can analyze your testing results using the inbuilt detailed reports that can be viewed as a web page or downloaded as offline files. There goes our pain point seven, setting up of reports. Now, this scenario might seem like a simple one. What if you had complex tests to run? Here, we have a flowchart where you are testing purchasing an item from the website with an existing user applying a discount code which is valid only for a certain number of days. Well, in a typical automation framework, it would be cumbersome to add so many preconditions to your tests. But here, all you need to do is to specify the condition you want. For example, here it is coupon exists is true. And when executing, it goes back and checks all flowcharts and finds out which one has this as an outcome. It will automatically execute that flowchart first as a precondition and then run the current test. This means you can create complex business flows and visualize the entirety of your application in form of these flowcharts, which will help the entire team, not just the testers. And the best part, anyone can do it. So you see, Sahi Pro lets you accomplish automation with minimal technical knowledge and effort. Spend your time doing business testing, not writing and maintaining code, which means all the more time to focus on product quality and faster releases. Check it out and reach out for a demo at sahipro.com.